Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad to see everyone. Come right on in. Come right on in. Step on in. Let's see those wonderful smiles. Woo! All right. We're waiting on a couple of others, but they'll be here shortly. And while we're waiting, um, go ahead and heat up that chat. Let's get that chat heated up with all of our great information, email addresses, website information, appointment links, anything that will make it easier for us to reach out to each other and make those appointments that need to be made. And Abby, I'm going to make you co-host just in case something I miss. You'll be able to help me out with that. Sometimes it's just a little hard to watch everything. So, all right. Is everyone ready to learn how to connect a little bit more effectively? I know that we all know to connect is key to any relationship. It doesn't matter if it's business, personal, a person, it doesn't matter. It's all about the connection. You know what? If you buy an electrical toaster and you don't plug it in, it's not going to be connected to you, correct? It's not going to toast your bagel. So the connection is not there. Once you hook it up, the connection is there. Then you heat up your bagel, you wipe down the toaster, you unplug it, or do you? If you unplug it and put it away, then you're no longer connecting. Okay? But if you use it every day, then you're continuing to connect with your toaster. I know that's a weird way to explain it, but it brings it back to human knowledge, down to earth, so that you can really think about, that's right. It's just like if you have a spouse or a child or a pet and you don't talk to it, him, her, it during the day, any at all, guess what? You're no longer connecting at that point. You know, I have 3 fur babies around my chair right now, and we talk all day long. And I don't know if they know what I'm saying. I know I don't know what they're saying when they talk, but guess what? We're still connecting because we have a relationship. That's the same thing in business. I found so many years ago that people really don't know how to connect with other people, other things, your other businesses. You know, for me, I'm always trying to connect all day long to new people. Okay. But I still have to keep the connections with the people I already know as well. Because if you misplace those connections, guess what? If I stop talking to Grace today and I don't talk to her for months on end, we are no longer connected. So I have to start all over again with Grace to build that relationship because I did not keep connected. So I'm going to try to share my screen. Abby, we are supposed to have 2 more people that I know of show up. And once I share my screen, that it doesn't tell me. So let me see if I can share my screen. All right. All right. Nod your head if you can see this, please. Okay, perfect. And I want all of you to really think as I talk because, and I know that Nathan is brand new here with us tonight. And Nathan, we are going to get to know you a little better. But everyone welcome him. And if he has questions, Nathan, just write it down in the chat. We'll get to it. Do you really know how to connect? Raise your hand if you think you do a really great job at connecting. Okay, great, great. There are a few. Good. We can always do better. No matter how sufficient we are with it, we can always do better connecting. Sometimes I get tired of connecting, but that's okay because the rewards are coming. They may not come as fast as you want them, but they are coming. So, do you really know how to connect? Do we know really what connecting is? If I talk to Nathan, okay, for instance, Nathan and I talked about 3 weeks ago. Okay. We had a meet and greet. We met across Facebook, I believe. And then we talked again today. That is a connection. We didn't stop talking to each other 3 weeks ago. Okay. Since then, I have been watching what's going on in his Facebook because some of his things come up. But as we know, everything doesn't come up in Facebook because we're busy. I'm not a stalker, it just comes up. So today we reconnected. We're still connecting. We really haven't started networking yet. A lot of people get confused. Where is the bridge from connecting and networking? What is the difference? Nathan and I have not networked yet. Now, let's use Abby for an example. Abby and I met a long time ago. I don't know, a long time ago. And we continue to connect throughout the month, throughout the week, whatever it is. But her and I have also networked together. What is the difference? Because I have sent people to Abby because I trust Abby. I have no issue saying, and I've said it to Grace before when she had an issue with her Zoom. What did I say? Grace, you need to connect with Abby. Abby is your girl. And they did connect. Now, they connected because Abby and I networked together. I networked because I sent Grace to Abby. I hope that helps because a lot of people get confused as, is connecting and networking the same? And a lot of people think they are. They are not the same. And when you connect with someone, have a meet and greet like Nathan and I did 3 weeks ago, we didn't just talk about if he has pets and where he lives. We did talk a little bit about his personal life and my personal life, but we also talked about business, how I can help him in his business and how he can help me in my business. That is connecting. Okay. Just going to have coffee and talking about the kids at gymnastics is not connecting. That's socializing. Okay. A lot of people get confused, and that's why I wanted to have this session, is to really teach on that connecting. So here I am on a bridge. You can see on the bridge here on the end, it has nowhere to go. It is a dead end, correct? You can tell on the other end, it may connect to another bridge and it may not because it's a little faded, right? So where is your bridge leading you? That's the big question. Does your bridge have a ramp or another bridge getting you over to networking? Because connecting, networking, and collaboration is your bread and butter. That is how you build your business effectively without it crumbling. So I want you to really think, Kathy, Grace, Jocelyn, Nathan, Abby, does your bridge have a path? Is it leading you somewhere? Where is it leading you to? Is it strong or is it weak? Is it missing boards? Do you need to go back and revisit how you connect with people, how often you connect with people. And I know some of you are going to go, oh, there's no way I can do this. But you really need to connect with someone every day new. New. You need to connect with someone, at least one that you've already connected with before, to keep the connection. That doesn't mean you have to have a 30-minute conversation with someone you've already connected with. Like today, I messaged Abby and said, Abby, are you able to attend Monday Mojo tonight? That kept our connection going. She replied. That kept the connection going. Okay. So keep that connection going. By you guys coming to the events, we are now keeping our connection open so that our networking can be stronger as we network together. And then we'll eventually start collaborating if we haven't already. Okay. So really think about, put yourself on the bridge. Where is the bridge leading you to? It's not time to go jump overboard and ride the dolphins, Abby. Stop riding the dolphins. So yes, let's go. All right. Connecting is key to every relationship. And I talked about that earlier. Okay. No matter what it is that you're connecting with. Connecting is developing and maintaining relationships with people in your industry or target market. That's why a lot of times I will say, I will help you connect to the right people. All right. You don't need to go out, Jocelyn, and connect with the zookeeper unless you're going to be able to help the zookeeper somehow in your industry. Is the zookeeper a target market for you? I don't know. Maybe it is. But if it's not, then go target someone else. Go somewhere else. With the intention of creating opportunities for your business. Now, when I say that, you have to find opportunities for your business and their business. We all know that when we talk to anyone, it's always about them. In reverse, they should be bringing back something that is good for you, but everyone doesn't, because everyone doesn't know how to connect. So watch for that. You may have to bring it out by saying, I want to know how I can help you and you can help me. If they don't get it at the end, go ahead and visit how you can help them. And then at the end, if they still don't, ask them, well, how do you think you can help me in my business? So be ample in the encouragement, because everyone doesn't know the true meaning of how to have the connecting opportunities. Some people think that you should be all for you and nothing for anyone else. And it's not that way. Your business will not grow strong and healthy by yourself. You need the connecting, the networking, and the collaboration to make it all work and have that strong foundation. And some of you may have heard of funnels. Feed your funnel, feed your funnel. Well, I have broken it down. You have this tiny little puppy. He's 8 weeks old. If we feed the puppy and we play with the puppy, he's going to grow up and be a strong, happy puppy, right? But if you forget to feed the puppy and you ignore the puppy's no longer going to be healthy, and the puppy's no longer going to grow strong. It is the same thing with your business. You have to feed your business. That's you connecting. You need to feed your business at least one time a day, if not more. And it's really at least twice a day, because you want to feed new blood, per se. What I mean by that is a new person. I connected today with 3 or 4 new people, and then I connected with several people that I've already connected with before. Some of them even networked and collaborate with. But see how you keep it going. The ball must go on. Now, my ball is not as strong on Saturdays and Sundays. I may only connect with 1 or 2 people or network with 1 or 2 people, but I have stuff out there for them to read, to look at. They know I haven't disappeared. I haven't left them. They know I'm here because guess what? Those posts that you post on Saturday or Friday or Sunday morning before church or Sunday after church, that lets people know, oh, Kathy is still here with us. Because people think evil sometimes because some people make us feel evil or make us think evil. Oh my gosh. If SpongeBob, I haven't seen him online all week and I haven't heard from him, but I just paid him $500 to coach me and we haven't even set up a coaching call. What is the first thing that comes to mind? Please, somebody tell me, unmute and tell me. What do you think in your mind pops up first? Abby, come on, tell me.
A person that is not a very good business person.
Exactly. Exactly, Abby. Wow. SpongeBob is not doing good in business. He's not acting right. I'm going to have to reach out to him. And I've already reached out to him 3 or 4 times. He hasn't gotten back with me. So now, Kathy, what do you think? What do you think about SpongeBob now?
Because so this is a question because he's not following up with me directly.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that he's just not really invested.
Exactly. And a lot of people would jump to the conclusion, oh my God, he took my $500. I'm never going to see him again. Come on. You know it's there. You know it's there in the back of your mind. You don't want to think that, but it's there. So keeping that social media going, even if you're on vacation for a week, it's not hard to post a post. Even if you go live when you're on the roller coaster, letting everyone know that you're at Disney World, or you're, at Six Flags, or you're at the Florida Keys riding the dolphins. Take a picture, post it, do something so people know that you're still around, but maybe you're just on vacation. All right. So that's relationship building. That's connecting. When you're making those posts, you're still connecting. Okay. So with that, we've already said, and I'm going to keep repeating it because it is key. Connecting is key to every relationship. Now, we've connected, and why do we connect other than just building the relationship? What is the relationship? Well, we all heard it, the know, like, and trust. That is your relationship. Nathan is new to my environment. Okay. He is getting to know me. He's getting to like me. And eventually he will know that he can depend on me, that he can trust me. When he asks me for an appointment, I show up. He can see that I'm putting social media out there. I'm messaging him. I'm answering his questions. I'm giving him feedback. Same thing. Jocelyn is newer to our environment. When she asked me to go to her event, I couldn't go both days. So I went the second day because my schedule didn't allow. But if she messages me, I'm there for her. She knows that. She knows me. She likes me. And she's getting to be able to trust me. I know Abby and Grace, knows, likes, and can trust me. Kathy's the same way. Newer to the environment. She's getting there. So what are you gaining? Why are you gaining with this connecting? Well, you're gaining information that the connector gave you about their business. And then hopefully she taught you something, or him. Maybe they, okay, pull it. Sorry. A squirrel must be running by the door. I don't know. So again, it's the information, the resources, and the potential customers. So that, what do I mean by that? Well, you want to ask for referrals and recommendations, but you have to get there. You have to make sure that they know, like, and maybe trust you before you start asking for referrals and recommendations. But if the conversation is going well, it's easy to ask for, well, how can I help you with your business? And how can you help me with my business? Because you need that information. They may have told you something about, let's say they are a market analyst and they help people save money. Okay. That's going to be a harder person for me to connect with, because I'm going to be honest with you, I really know nothing about it. But it's a great connection for me, because people like that usually has lots of people underneath them and above them on that chain that I can teach how to connect, network, and collaborate. But they may have said, you know what, we're having a luncheon in 2 weeks where my group's going to all be together. Can we all do a Zoom with you? And we'll pay you for you to teach us for 2 hours. Oh, see what I just did? I just made that connection by listening about his marketing strategies that I really know nothing about. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't want to know anything about it. But what I did want to know is, what kind of people does he have? How can I help teach his people? You know, maybe they're not getting along in the office, or maybe they're salespeople and they're not making good sales calls. Maybe they're not converting their conversation into sales. So now I can help them as a group. So that's just one little insight of how gaining information can really help you build your business. So I know that Abby does tech issues. So if I'm going to be talking to someone, connecting with them, and they tell me, you know what, I work in an office and there's only 4 of us, but we're always having tech issues, and we lost our guy in the office that took care of that. Well, I know Abby, I love Abby, and I trust Abby. So what did I just do? Well, I just connected with someone, networked with someone, and collaborated now, because I'm handing them over to Abby. I can't help them with their tech issues, but Abby can. Okay. So maybe the call wasn't great for me right there and then, but let's go farther with that conversation, because it is a bridge that you keep bridging. So Abby's helping them next week because their computers are not connecting together. And Abby hears that they are having trouble in the office with connecting with new people to sell their product to sell their websites to sell their links to, whatever they are doing. What's Abby going to do? She's not a professional in connecting, networking, and collaboration. She's going to now send them back to me. See how that works? That's what collaboration is about. But you don't start collaborating before connecting and networking. Because what you don't want to do is send someone to SpongeBob, because SpongeBob's not behaving very well right now. Okay. Then you give yourself a reputation that maybe you make bad choices and hang around the wrong people. So I hope that's making sense for everyone. Shake your head if yes, and if no, raise your hand and ask me a question. I have more to talk about, but I want to make sure we really cover this important piece. Kathy, do you have a question so far about anything? Abby, Grace, Jocelyn?
Oh,
Okay.
I already asked it. I mean, how many people can you connect with in a day? How many people can you reconnect with? And, you know, I just wondered.
Well,
And Abby did answer that a bit, but yeah, I that was a question that I had.
yes. So, you know, and that really depends on you. Okay, so I'll just tell you my schedule. So my husband works compressed shifts, 12 hours on, and then he comes home, and then he has to do that 3 and 4 days a week. It's every other week, 3 days and then 4 days. He always works Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So those are my full days. My calls start at 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, and I try to end them by 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Now, I try to give myself 30 minutes in between each call so I can get something to drink, eat, take care of me, rotate the laundry, take the dogs out. You know what I'm saying? Catch up on the call I just ended, because I want to send them the links. Like, you know, we have to send links out to keep the conversation going and things like that. So Grace, that may be too much for you. And maybe you want to start your day at 7 o'clock p.m. and go till midnight. See, for me, I would be asleep. I can't think in my head. I'd rather start at 5 a.m. in the morning and end my day earlier. The days my husband is off, I really try to end my day. I start early in the morning, and I try to end my day by noon. Now, it doesn't always work, because if I have a client that needs me in between that time, I'm going to make sure I'm there. So I kind of work half days when he's home. But I see a lot of customers or clients or connections. You know, I'm always going to the next meeting. I'm always going, you know, I did a mastermind early this morning. I think Brenda had one like at 9 a.m. this morning. I did that. And I met with people before then and all the way through the day. And here I am. But when I'm done here at 7, Grace, I'm cooking dinner. I'm putting on my pajamas. And that's all I have. That's all the energy I have for you guys. That's it. At 7 o'clock, it cuts off unless somebody really needs me. So structure your day. Do not let the business structure your day. Make sure you structure it. For many years, I worked 7 days a week. Just the last year, I have chosen not to do that. I'm getting at the age I want to enjoy more of my husband, my children, my grandchildren, me, you know, the world. The world's a beautiful place. Enjoy it, breathe it. So yes, set your Google, whatever appointment calendar you use, set it up for you. Put in everything, your doctor's appointments, when you have to take the dogs to the vet, when you have to go get a test done. Put everything in one calendar and follow it. You may look at it and go, oh no, I can't do that again. I've got to put those. I didn't used to put 30 minutes in between appointments. And I learned the hard way, because then at the end of the day, I still had a whole bunch of stuff to do and I was tired. So just remember, you're the boss, kind of, sort of, but really your customers, your clients are the boss, but you know what I mean. You have to keep you happy also. So again, connecting is key to any relationship. Building strong business connections is essential for growth. And again, that strong is so key in that sentence. I feel like Abby and I have a very strong business connection. I know her, I like her, I trust her. If anyone needs essential oils, I'm sending them to Grace because I know Grace will take care of them. I don't even have to think twice. Do I know others that sell essential oils? Yes, I do. I know several, but this is key. And some people may go, oh, I can't believe she said that. But it's true. Guess what? Grace is here most of the time at our events, so she supports me. If she had an event, I would support her. I know she's going to take care of customers if I send one to her. We have connected, we have networked, we will collaborate together. I just have no question about it. And the others, they don't always show up. They don't always show up at any of my events. I message them, they don't reply. So obviously they don't want to collaborate with me, and that's okay because I have an essential oils person now. And you have to figure out who are your people. That's where I'm going with this. Who are your people? Well, if you message someone every week for the month and they do not reply even a hello, they may not be your people for this. Okay? They may not be your people at all. There are givers and there are takers in this world. And to be a great business person, you have to know when to give, and you will always give more than what you ever take. You're only going to take when the opportunity is there for you to take. Like if I wanted to buy essential oils, I would say, Grace, order me this. Now, I have given her in the past. Now she's taking, because she's going to take the order with a smile and take care of me. She's had the opportunity. She didn't push it on me. It's just there. So you don't want to be around only takers. Okay. And I hope that makes sense. When someone is pushing you all the time and doing nothing in response to you, those are takers. They're everywhere. I hate to tell you, there are even people that you love and care for. They're there. So be strong, build a strong business. Your connections are essential. You know, we all have a foundation in our homes. You know, it's a concrete slab or a concrete border. There's some kind of foundation, big or small, around your house. And your foundation of your home is either healthy or not healthy. Okay, I'm going to give you a prime example. I live in Texas. The earth moves a lot. I don't care how much I water it. I don't care how much sand and dirt mixture I put around it. It now has foundation issues. It's not because I didn't care for it, but now I'm going to care for it. And a guy's going to have to come out and fix the foundation. If I don't fix the foundation, the walls will continue to crack. The doors will continue to open more or not to open. I hope that makes sense. No matter how great I care for the foundation of my house, it can only support so much because so much depends on it. Don't surround yourself with only takers. It will make you mad. It will make you furious. You'll want to throw your hands up in the air and say, why am I doing this? Don't do it. It's your bubble. Put the people in the bubble that are your people. Okay. Your people. So now connecting is the process. Now the two bridges have bridged together. Can you tell that? They have in the center there, that bridge has connected. So you have your connecting to your networking. I hope that everyone really has a great understanding of the difference between connecting and networking, because it's not a lot of difference, but it's just enough difference that it's key of building you personally and your business strength. And if you skip connecting and go into networking, you're gonna miss getting to really know that person. Abby can probably tell you, because she's been to so many of my events, and we've been to other events together, and we've talked, that, you know, she knows that I have pets. She knows that I'm married to my high school sweetheart. She knows that tech issues are not my thing. I have given all of that over to her. I have wiped my hands of tech issues. I no longer want to smash my computer with a hammer or throw it out the window. I just message Abby. Abby knows that, right, Abby? And that is the connection. If I did not do that with Abby and I just went to networking, all I might know about Abby is that she's a tech issue person. But is she for me? Because I don't know Abby. I don't know, because I missed that part. I don't know that she's married to Dar. I don't know that they live in Canada. I don't know that they live in the woods. I don't know that so much I don't know about her, because I did not connect with her. So our relationship is not as strong as it should be. Now I have to back up. Or guess what? It's going to break off and we will never finish our relationship. Continue it. Okay, so the next step would be networking. And one day soon, I will do a class on just networking so that you can really see the fine line and the definition of networking, because we want to get to collaboration. That is our goal. So everyone unmute and ask me questions, give me comments, let me know how you feel, what you don't believe, what you do believe, what's important, what's not important to you. Maybe there's an issue that's going on with a connecting call and you don't know how to overcome it. Maybe we can help you. This is the time. So let's go ahead and everyone unmute, raise your hands, and tell me what you're thinking. Tell me if you have an issue that we can help you with. I'm going to open the floor with Abby. I'm putting Abby on the spot. Go ahead, Abby.
Wow. I really, you know, I learned the hard way that you have to connect, then networking, then collaboration, which leads to relationship. A relationship or friendship, and you know, I learned this before I got involved with this type of networking. I learned about it when it was in-person groups before COVID. And so I found that what LaDonna is saying to be very accurate.
Thank you, Abby. Is there any relationships that you're having any issues with that we can help you with tonight?
No.
Okay,
I have to say I've been doing pretty good.
good. Awesome. Awesome. And then Dar has her hand up. Come on,
Yeah,
Dar.
I had absolutely no idea that there was so much in-depth information on each topic of networking, connecting, and collaboration, and all of these wonderful ways. I wish we had known these years and years and years ago when I was a telemarketer doing cold calls. But yeah, it's all wonderful information.
Thank you. Thank you.
Looking forward to the next two.
Yes, awesome. And Dar, is there anything that we can help you with you connecting with people right now?
Not at the moment. We're still working out some wrinkles in the business. So um every time I turn around, I'm finding my problem is every time I turn around, I'm finding I'm needing something. I need envelopes, I need baggies, I need paper, I need stamps.
Well, you know what? That's that's not about connecting, but I want to
Well, yeah.
I want to help you with that, because anytime that I get ready to sew or craft, or Mark starts a new project, like we tore down the ceiling and we're putting up a wood ceiling, we have to go to the hardware store or Lowe's 100 times. I bet you when we did our front deck that we went to Lowe's 1,000 times before that deck was done, because we would run out of screws or nails or boards, or the blade of the saw would break, or it was something all the time. I mean, it's a huge deck, but still. So the best thing I can tell you, Dar, and it takes time. Once you get everything organized in your Dar cave, it will come easier, because you probably have envelopes somewhere in there. You just can't find them. I mean, I know in my sewing room, that's the way it is. I went to look for blue fabric to redo my son-in-law's Ninja Turtle blanket. There's no holes in the top, but on the back it does. And now this blanket is probably 30 plus years old. I redid the inside and the back. I couldn't find any blue fabric. I have literally a bedroom full of fabric. My husband's like, oh no, we're going to go find you some blue fabric. You gotta have blue fabric in there somewhere. But guess what? It's just getting organized and staying organized. So I hope that helps, Dar. There is a light at the end of the tunnel.
There is, actually, finally.
Yes. Did we lose Jocelyn? I don't see her. Did we lose her? She must have had another meeting.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear
There
me?
she is. All right, Jocelyn, do you have anything to add?
The thing that I think that comes up for me is online, the connection piece. I find that I'm better in person. Like, so for me to like just, I guess, spontaneously reach out to somebody, it's not that it feels uncomfortable. It's just that sometimes I get lost. It's like, oh, well, what do I say? Right? I haven't talked to, and now that I'm, doing more marketing online, my business is online. I'm like, what do I say? Right? It's like I get caught up there sometimes, and I don't just like want to just message a random stranger, right? Because I know, like, on social media, I get messaged a lot too by different, whether it's a VA or somebody, like, they're trying to connect, but I sometimes don't feel comfortable with, I guess, the way they're coming across in their message too, because energetically you can feel it, right? So that's where I'm like, oh, does it
And
feel
you're
good?
right, Jocelyn. You're so right on so many ways. But guess, guys, how I met Jocelyn? Online through messaging her. That is how we met. I believe that's how I met Kathy and Nathan, is online Facebook messaging. And does it feel creepy? Yes. It feels like you're stalking someone, because it's
Right?
not free for us. It's not, you're right. I was that person before COVID that I went to every breakfast meeting, brunch, lunch, happy hour,
Yep.
dinner, after dinner, passing out those gorgeous business cards and getting all the information and phone numbers and emails, and it was crazy fighting the traffic to get from one to another. I love being virtual. I will tell you, when I had to pivot with COVID, after I got over the scary part and learned how to do it, it was easier. But I promise you, Jocelyn, do it at least, put yourself a goal. How many times do you reach out to someone online per day? How many did you reach
Like
out to?
new person, like new people?
Today. How many did you reach out to today?
No.
None. Okay, I
No.
want to give you a goal.
Okay.
And you may not feel comfortable. Just this week, try to reach out to 7 new people. That's 1 person per day. New
Okay.
people on
So
your
somebody I don't know at all, like,
no, don't go through. Let's say maybe you know them, but you haven't talked to them in 20 years. That counts.
okay, that counts. Okay.
That counts.
I can do that. Okay.
Okay, that
Okay.
counts.
Okay.
But I don't want your neighbor because you've talked to them today.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So just 7 this week.
Okay.
That's 1 a day.
Okay.
And the more you do it, the less scary it gets. I mean, what's the worst they're going to do? Not show up? Tell you
Yeah.
no? Next.
Yeah.
And move
Hang
on.
up on you.
It's not about you. And I always tell people now, a person didn't yesterday. I made a special arrangement to see them on Sunday afternoon, and I be dang if they did not show up. I was like, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm not going to get upset. Next, they just missed out because spending 30 minutes with me changes their momentum. It changes the way they will look at their business. That's what I try to accomplish every time. And now you said something about what do I say? Just let them know, hey, I've got a new networking group that I'm in, and they are having an event on Wednesday, the Millionaire Marketplace, and I would like to invite you to join me. It's free, and network with me. Because you want it to be someone that you can relate to, that you can sell your product to, that you can get an appointment with to change their lives, Jocelyn. Okay. So you're not hard selling them. You're invited. Well, like with you, I invited you here when I met you. I invited you to an event. I did not hard sell you. I didn't say, hey, I'm selling my coaching program. I want you to come and, spend money. I didn't. I told them it's a free event. You could speak, you can learn, you can teach. And that was something that resonated with you.
Yeah.
So think of what you're going to say. It can be the same verbiage every time. Find an event you want to invite them to. It could be an event you're having. Maybe you're having a special call, something like that.
Okay.
Kathy, what do you think about what we discovered tonight?
I mean, I'm in agreement. My biggest struggle is that and I think I talked to you about this, like I spend a lot of time, presenting online. So the bandwidth that I have for reaching out, making connections is really small because my schedule is really crazy. Yeah. So, but I mean, I agree. I was actually going to make recommendations. One of my friends wrote this book, Relationships to Infinity. And it's a little easy to read book. It's super thin. You can get it on Amazon, but he talks about a really straightforward way of looking at your contacts on LinkedIn and like which ones are dormant, which ones are not dormant. And he has this little grid. And he encourages you, like you'll read this book and you'll be like, okay, I can do the LinkedIn thing. It's strong ties, weak ties, current ties, dormant ties. And it puts people into 4 quadrants, and it's a super easy to read book. And it's basically, he even says, you're not reaching out the first time to sell something. You're just reaching out to connect.
Yes.
Right. And really the goal is to not even even if they ask you, well, will you tell them about something you're working on? Well, can I work on you with you with that? You're like, no, I'll get back to you when I'm ready. Right. So you can call and ask for advice. You can ask for their input. But if they're like, oh, I want to do that, you can be like, look, it's not ready yet. Let me get back in touch with you in 2 weeks. So you stick to the idea that you're just connecting. And that to me makes it feel better, when you're on LinkedIn, especially reaching out to people that you've known 10, 20 years ago. It makes it feel more honest,
Yes.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Do not try to sell them anything. A lot of times people will come back to me and says, well, tell me more about it. And I go back to them and say, you know what? It's easier if we can just take a 30-minute call, get to know each other. Don't ever go into, I'm a strategist, I'm going to, sell you something, because I don't want to sell them anything today or tomorrow. I want them to get to know me, like me, and somewhat trust me first. Okay. Especially when I ask for money up front. The world is crazy with crazy people. And we have to let them know that you're in a bubble with us, that we don't take your money and run. We're here forever for you. Buy something from me or not, call me. I'm here for you. So yes, I will get a copy of that book. I'm always, anything that can teach you something, grab it, especially if it's inexpensive. Grace, what did you take away or any questions with? Oh, wait a minute, Grace, 1 second. Kathy, I want to set you a goal as well. Try to reach out to at least one person per day for 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you have issues with it. Just one person a day.
Yeah.
That makes it so much easier. Okay, Grace? Yeah, there you go.
Well, I think continued connections is a great idea. And I think we can all, benefit from that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Or do you have any connection issues or concerns right now that we can help you with? Are you connecting to someone new every day?
Say every day, because there's so many things that distract me around the house, but I am I'm working on it.
Awesome. And you know what? Maybe set you a goal, at least one a day. That is something that's doable, and you can put that on your calendar or on your to-do list, whatever you utilize to keep you on track. It's like, oh, it's lunchtime and I haven't connected with anyone. So what you want to do when you feed the puppy is, even if they can't connect with you today and they have to set the appointment for Friday, that's okay. You still connected with them. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to have the appointment that day. And then maybe tomorrow, the next person will set the appointment for Thursday. See what I'm saying? So then you have your one a day. And then you'll find where your calendar some days have 2 on there. And then in a couple of weeks, it'll have 3 on there.
That's my issue, is setting up my Calendly in the first place.
Well, you know what? Set up an appointment with me, Grace, and we'll do it together.
Okay.
Do that. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Perfect.
We
Thank
haven't
you.
Connected in a while. And that's my loving on you, giving to you, is that I'm going to help you set up your Calendly link. Okay. And
That'd be perfect.
perfect. Nathan,
Thank you.
you're new to the group. How can we help you? What are you taking away today?
Actually, the one thing that came up was something I've encountered before, like to do with connections, and I hate texting. Just hate it with a passion. There was a guy, I was dealing with this guy out of China at one point, and he would not allow me to connect with him on a Zoom call. And I should have just said to him, look, if you refuse to let me work in the way that I need to work in order to do a good job, you can get lost, because you're interfering with the way that I work. You're dominating this. I was really angry with this guy because he called my integrity into question. And I basically said, we're done. Goodbye.
And you're not going to make everyone happy.
And no, well, the guy
accused quickly.
Yeah, the guy accused me of not knowing something when I did know it. And it's like,
he's
then you're wasting my time.
Yeah,
What's
he's
that?
not your people. He's not your
definitely
people.
not. But I mean, in terms of tonight, it's like, I mean, connecting is something I do naturally.
Good.
I was born with this. And so I'm a natural connector. There was, I wound up watching a video a while ago, a number of years ago, not relate. Well, it was about connecting, but it had to do with the pickup artists of all things. And I was watching this guy give a presentation about what they did and the ways that they would use to connect with people. And there was a list of 11 items. I was doing 8 of them naturally. But like I said, I was born with this, and I refined it over the years. So there's certain things that for me are very easy.
Awesome.
So that part of it is not much of an issue. It's just right now it's just getting in front of the right people who want what I have. And I just started working on what I'm doing 3 weeks ago. So it may,
Yes, he did.
I'm tempted to say it's premature. It's not. It's just, I mean, I've already got a fan, if you can believe it. Like one of my
Perfect.
friends in business. Yeah. It just
and one
it blew
thing
my
with
mind.
that, yes, and with that fan, you've connected, keep the connection going and start networking so that you can ask him for, hey, do you know of anyone that might need my help? Or
Well,
someone I can
actually,
talk to, or
well, it already happened, actually.
good.
Once I got this video sales letter done yesterday, I just reached out to him this morning. I said I watched your video, really liked it. I'm going to share it with a whole bunch of people. And one thing for everybody here that if you don't know of it, it's a very useful tool. It's called MailTrack, and it works with Gmail, and it allows you to track your opens. And so I know as a result of looking at that, he sent it to at least 6 people who opened it, which is
And is that
very,
a free
very,
tool?
it's a free tool. It's a plugin for Gmail.
Oh, awesome. I did not know
Yeah.
about that.
It's really nice. I got to tell you.
Good. Abby, have you ever heard of that? I'm asking Abby because she's our tech genius, our tech angel. And I'm
Yeah,
just
no worries.
wondering if that's been a good, have
I've
you?
known of the type of services available,
Okay.
but I'm using keep.com.
Oh,
I've
And
heard
Keep,
that
they
yeah.
have their own
Yeah, they've got
tracking
their
widget.
own. Yeah, okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, MailTrack is just a, simple plug in it, but Keep is something entirely different.
Okay. Okay.
Otherwise known as Confusionsoft.
Yeah, for me, you got to
Exactly.
keep everything very simple. Or if not, I get lost when it comes to tech.
You're not alone. I mean,
But I'm telling
I'm
you, I can talk. I think I came out of the womb talking. I just love to talk. I love to teach. I love to help others grow themselves
yeah,
and their business. I'm there for you.
yeah.
So
Well,
time, we have spent our hour together. If you
very
have
nice.
not,
Thank you.
thank you, Nathan. If you have not done a screen share, please do a screen share of all of us, one of us, just you, whatever. Dar, are you ready? Because Dar always takes the best screenshots.
Everybody wave.
And smile.
Just keep waving. Got it.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. So Dar, I can't wait to see it. Make sure nobody has boogers coming out of their nose or anything like that.
There's
Oh
a
my
question.
God.
I guess we'll have to address it when we chat next, LaDonna.
Okay.
About questions that you can ask that would lead to feeling more comfortable to inviting them to something.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we can. And all right. So Kathy had to go and our time is up anyway. I hope
Okay.
that everyone received at least one golden nugget to take away with and go do. And I can't
Okay.
wait to talk to you guys again. Please don't forget Wednesday night is Millionaire Marketplace. It's a 2-hour event. Nathan, I hope you can join us. We do
I
what
should be
we're
able
doing
to,
now.
yeah.
We have a speaker, question and answers, and then we go into the market where you can ask for something. You can offer a 30-minute free
Oh,
consultation,
I would
or
offer something, yeah.
yeah, you get to offer something to that. And sometimes we get to offer 2 things if we have 2 things. So be prepared. And I will see all of you on Wednesday. And it's Trisha Peridot, that I hope I said her last name right, is our speaker. So she's going to speak on how the confusion can weigh us down and not to get the confusion to overwhelm us.
Right.
So I think that's going to be a really good one. And then on Thursday, for Throwback Thursday, our Jocelyn is speaking. So we've got some great speakers coming up this week. So enjoy your week. Message me if you need anything. Grace, make sure you make an appointment with me. I'll send you my appointment link.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.